A very good afternoon, listener. Welcome to the news on 89.9 Voice of Serere, and at 2 o'clock. And first are the top stories. Over 100 members of savings groups and Fredo Polot Foundation members trained on savings management. Serere University sets new dates for 74th graduation. And elsewhere in the world, Brazil records its hottest ever temperature. Now the news in detail, read to you by Bernard Paya-Sekou. Over 100 members of Akuoro G40 Savings Group and Fredo Polot Foundation in Akuoro Village, Asui Parish, Labor Sub-County in Pingire County, Serere District, have got trained on savings management. The training, which is meant to cut across all savings groups in Pingire County, took place on Friday last week in Akuoro Village. According to Richard Emmanuel, in charge training on savings management under Fredo Polot Foundation, says that the major aim is to empower people to have the spirit of savings, such that they can utilize the small money they always put in savings in order for them to progress and later on help them in developmental issues.
Fredo Polot Foundation dora tukonlegi ote group la baka G40 so tukonalo ajondostunga kaisanga tumuchalo kwenye kona dole tunga kwatat aloto kona dole tunga kwatare apolo kebe yala masitunga delo sansomejo.
Emmanuel says that in Pingire, over 20 groups have already been established, and so far 10 groups have already been trained with the aim of making these groups up to 44 across all 44 villages in Pingire County. He also says that after the training, all groups will be given money termed as the foundational seed by the Member of Parliament, amounting to 500,000 per each group, explaining that this will be done before the end of December. Meanwhile, Pascal Akora, the coordinator of Honorable Fredo Polot in Labor Sub-County, says that the MP under Fredo Polot Foundation is opening up the savings group for the villages to fight poverty in different households, saying that he has already opened up six villages now, remaining 7 villages from the 13 villages across the sub-county.
Coordinator anu MP Fredo Polot Tem Labor. Akrolu soma yatukotana nyarta Polot Foundation Tem Labor. Jo Poloto apukono kinichalo igurupu no emono leto TG chan bakoro kalia nyarta Polot Foundation. Ado Polot apuko kinichalo ikanyape Tem Labor. Leo ni chalo Tem Labor keri chalo dia. Chalo ito muna uneja. Adao nesa apuko kinichalo ikanyape leo na kwa nichalo ikanyari. Kapakea nesa adao nichalo kerito munauni apuko na tukote Fredo Foundation. Dodo joli rekuniti ndolo jo chalo ikwana kida kirono. Ipona ni teo dodo. Adolongo chalo ikere chalo ito munauni chalo lumeda ota. Pudasi no MP adolere apuko in case de group nyita narte noi ichale lo down ilele bay alama ne ja MP Fred noi anu Fred apuko in case atukono ai mono anaitiji ibakoro karia age in case business in cheda itusoma tisiki watukota na Fred Foundation.
However, according to other people who fall in the category of the beneficiaries in this program and managed to speak to the radio, express their happiness, and this is what they had to say.
Chairman Akoro G40 Savings Group of Ready Foundation. Geuti sa tukoto no lapalo kaintaro Carlo Polo 2023. So member na kwata. Do yalama sono na Freddy apuko kinsa tukoto na. So to makwata titunga kwata. Agio na mono lapalo kantare kwani $1 milioni unike lukumna kwata kanya to mai mono gose. Ngesi jaikso lukumna kwata kanya no age kina se group kapa age unet. Do isumuni kitengesi so bonbe na bongnete ne bonguna ngesi kini so bonbe bunngesa ya no atukoto bo million bobo.
Akakira ramuge anabres. I mono Fred Foundation G40.
Irajo dana G40. Pone bana limu ne rajo G40. Lo mara raibo jandu.
Bulletin Foundation. Nese woro riso bonbi. Opo akota mtunga apota agya una tukota no itiji bakor. Ano chalo. Alama ngone jai Freddy ano apuko kinisa tukoto na angara kingo tiji chano to mokale kada ber apedo to ngabnera ko pa unikapune anengara kinora tunsina ajo kaleka na deka kino torangi to abonga abwao unikapuna deka no ngitilo kitabunga abwao unikapuna kata pula yalla mangone jai freda depar Freddy teno taw renga influren na kuoro ngara kitingo to mokaleka umuni sirgini ngun ngara kinetengo ai gangata no kale kwa ene ai mukia iduwe kwa ene ke polo bonde business daka nipene sapedo ngalumu na tukoto na tukoto free ma mei bonga tukoto chekere do na pupuna nga tukoto free do bungeta yala mkino yala karnuno.
Thanks to our reporter Patrick there for that report. Serere University has set new dates for the 74th graduation ceremony, during which 13,000 students are expected to graduate at the institution's main campus in Kampala. A letter released yesterday by Professor Mukadasi Buyinza, the academic registrar, said the graduation ceremony will be held next year between January 22nd and January 26th. It had earlier on been announced that the ceremony would be held from January 8th to January 12th, 2024, but due to the expected NAM summit, the changes had to be made to avoid collision. The university vice-chancellor, Professor Barnabas Nawangwe, revealed last month that the Senate would convene to consider the final graduation list. However, this was not possible, according to the university spokesperson, Rita Namisango. If all goes well, this is the first time that the oldest public institution in Uganda will be conducting its graduation in January after the 2020 COVID-19 pandemic that disrupted the academic calendar. The university held its graduation ceremony this year in February, but Professor Nawangwe said the institution was slated to return to the old scheduling in August next year. Ever since the COVID-19 lockdown, Serere has embraced a blended learning format, with some students studying off campus in what is termed as the Serere University e-learning environment. The State House Anti-Corruption Unit has rearranged David Balondemu, the Kampala District Land Board Chairperson, and Ibona Joseph before Buganda Road Chief Magistrate's Court on charges of obtaining money by false pretense and conspiracy to commit a felony. The duo appeared before the presiding magistrate Winnie Nacha yesterday, 20th November 2023, and denied the charges. According to the charge sheet, the accused and others still at large while operating under a law firm, MS Bloom Advocates, obtained over 2.2 billion shillings from an American company, KG Unlimited LLC, by falsely pretending that they were going to award it a contract of supplying agricultural drone sprayers and fertilizers from Ministry of Agriculture, whereas not. Balondemu, who is also the chairperson of Kampala District Land Board, on Monday appeared before the Buganda Road Chief Magistrate's Court, where he was jointly charged with Bloom Advocates Limited accountant Joseph Ibona. Balondemu and his co-accused, however, denied the charges and were remanded to Luzira prison till tomorrow, 22nd November 2023, amidst lengthy submissions from their lawyers seeking to have them bailed pending the hearing of their case. And elsewhere in the world, Brazil has recorded its hottest ever temperatures, 44.8 degrees Celsius, as parts of the country endure a stifling heat wave. The record was hit on Sunday in the town of Araqual in Brazil's southeastern state of Minas Gerais. The unprecedented weather has been attributed to the El Nino phenomenon and climate change. Forecasters say some of the heat is likely to ease this week. According to National Institute of Meteorology, only 3 state capitals will see temperatures approaching 40 degrees. The government agency said Araquel's high of 44.8 has beaten the country's previous record of 44.7 measured in 2005. The heat has seen red alerts issued across the country a month before the beginning of the summer in the southern hemisphere. And that is it, listener, on 89.9, a Voice of Serere. Have the best of your afternoon.